Hi everyone, let's work on 6.3 homework together. We're going to work on some of the questions. Let's start with question number 2. So on this question, we have a right triangle. As you see, this is a right triangle. This angle is 90, but it's also an isosceles triangle because these two sides are equal to each other. And we know on an isosceles triangle, the angles opposite the equal sides are also equal to each other. That means D and F are equal to each other. So we know that all the angles in a triangle add up to 180. If this is 90 degrees and the other two are equal to each other, let's call that angle D and angle F plus this one, which is 90, equal to 180. We know that angle F is equal to angle D. So I'm just going to call this one as angle D as well. So 2 angle D's plus 90 equal to 180. Now, if I subtract 90 from both sides, 2 angle D equal to 90, and then you divide by 2, then angle D is equal to 45. So far, we just proved that we have a 45, 45, 90 triangle. Okay, so this is a 45, 45, 90 triangle. Now, we're going to use that idea to solve this triangle and find side EF. Where is side EF? This one. This is what we're looking for. Okay, so we're going to use the ratio of the sides first. 45, 45, 90. The ratio of the sides are x, x, and x root 2. These are the ratio of the sides. Notice that this x is just the name of the variable that shows the ratio between the sides. You don't have to use x always. You can also use another variable. I'm going to change it to k just to show you that we don't have to use this x always. It could be something else, and sometimes it's even helpful for the next problems. We'll see that it's even helpful because it helps us avoid getting confused. Anyway, so this is the ratio of the sides. What do we have? We have the f, that's this side, which is opposite 90. So I'm going to write that under this column. And we're going to use this to find the other sides. So what do I have is k root 2 is equal to 10. Now I'm going to solve for k. So divide by root 2, divide both sides by root 2, and k is equal to 10 root 2. That's the measure of both of these two sides. They're both equal to each other. So they're both 10 over root 2. You have the option to rationalize your answer. That means get rid of the denominator, the radical in the denominator. So you're going to multiply both top and the bottom by root 2. So that's going to be 10 root 2, multiply top by top, bottom by bottom. Root 2 times root 2 is 2. And now I can simplify. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So the answer is 5 root 2. Either of these two answers are right. Depends on what the question is asking you. If the question asking you to rationalize the answer, then you have to go to this step. If not, you can just keep this. Okay, let's go to the next problem over here. We have another triangle, which is 30, 60, 90 triangle. How do I know that? This angle is 90. This one is given 60. The other one should be 30 in order to all the angles add up to 180. So I have this ratio between the sides, 30, 60, and 90. What is the ratio between the sides? I can either use x or anything else. I'm going to use k here. K root 3, and 2k. These are the ratio between the sides. Which one do I have now? I have st equal to 4. That's the opposite side of angle 60. So I'm going to write that under 60. Now I'm going to use it to find the value of k and then apply that for the other sides. So k root 3 is equal to 4. How do I solve for k? Just divide by root 3. Okay, so k is equal to 4 over root 3. That's this value, okay? So it's also the value of the measure of the side opposite angle 30. So this one is 4 over root 3, okay? Now I need to find the side, so this is basically SR. Now I need to find the other side, RT, this one, which is opposite 90. So RT is 2 times K. So that's 2 times 4 root 3. That's 8 over root 3. So this is RT. You can rationalize if you want, but I'm going to keep it like this for now. Okay, let's work on this question. Over here, this question might be a little bit tricky because it has a combination of 3 different triangles. So the one that you see on the right side, this one is a 30, 60, 90 triangle because you see there is a right triangle, this angle is 90, this one is 30, so this one should be 60. How about the other triangles over here? As you see here, these two sides are equal to each other. These two sides are parallel, and the other ones, these two opposite each other, are also parallel. That means this is a square. So on a square, we see that all the sides are equal to each other. So now I'm going to look at this triangle over here. I'm going to highlight this triangle. What kind of triangle is this one? It's a right triangle, which is also isosceles. And we saw over here that if you have a right triangle, which is isosceles, it's 45, 45, 90 triangle. So this is 45, 45, 90 triangle. Okay. Now, what do I have? I have d equal to 3 root 2. That's the diagonal of this square, which is also hypotenuse of this triangle. The triangle is 45, 45. So I'm looking at this triangle, 45, 45, 90. The ratio of the sides, k, and k root 2. So notice I use the letter K here because I didn't want you to get confused with this X. So I have called the missing side as X. If I had called this one as X as well, the ratios as X as well, then it would be a little bit confusing. Anyway, so what do I have? I have side D here, which is opposite 90 triangle, opposite 90 angle. So that's equal to 3 root 2, so I'm going to write that here. Okay, now I'm going to use this to find the value of k. Sorry, this is k root 2. Okay, now I can drop the root 2 from both sides, and k is equal to 3. And that's it. So we found these two sides. So these two are equal to 3. So now I'm going to draw this triangle here again, just to separate that. So you see exactly what is happening on this triangle. This is 30, 60, 90 triangle. And this side is what we just found. It's equal to 3. Now we're going to use this table. 30, 60, 90. The ratio of the sides are k root 3, and 2k. Okay, which one do I have? I have the one which is opposite 30. This is 3. Now, what am I looking for? I'm looking for this side. This is x, which is opposite 90. So we're looking for this one. Okay, so if I already have k equal to 3, then 2k will be 2 times 3, which is 6. So this side is 6. x is equal to 6. Okay, let's work on this question. Number 7. So we have a right triangle. This is 90. This one is 45. Of course, the other one should be 45 because otherwise the angles do not add up to 90. So this is a 45, 45, 90 triangle. And I'm going to start with this table, 45, 45, 90. The ratio of the sides, I could use x, I could use k for the ratio of the sides. I'm not going to use k because we already have something as called as k here. So I'm just going to go with something else. You can use x or anything else. Let's this time use n, okay? Just to show you that you can use anything, any letter, because it's just the ratio. And n root 2. Doesn't really matter what letter you're using. We're just trying to avoid confusion here. Anyway, what is given to us? YZ. That's this side is given. And that's opposite 45. So this is, I'm going to use another color, 2k root 14. Okay. This one is also the same because they're equal to each other. So this is also 2k root 14. Okay, what are we looking for? We're looking for x, y, this side. Well, this is obvious here because we already have that because whatever is this side, it's equal to the other one as well. So I can say xy is equal to 2k root 14. It's just the same thing that we have because they're equal to each other. What if the question had asked you to find xz? How do we find that? That's n root 2 according to the ratios that we have. So n root 2 is the value of xz. But what is n? N is this value. So I'm going to rewrite that by replacing this value for n. So it's 2k root 14 times root 2. Now I can simplify this. So let's see what we have. This is 2 times k. 14 is 2 times 7. And we have another 2 root 2 that is multiplied. So I can rewrite that under the same radical. Now, as you see, we have a pair here. These two numbers are the same. So I can move them to the outside of the radical as another 2. So the 2k that we already had, I'm going to write them here. And I'm going to write another 2 here. That's basically these two numbers that are moved outside of the radical. And then under the radical, I have root 7. Oh, sorry. This is 7. Okay, 2 times 2 is 4. That's going to be 4k root 7. The question is not asking you to find xc, but I just did it for you to learn how to work on this question. Okay, so that was it. I wanted to do some of the problems for you so you know how to work on these questions. So you can let the teacher know if you have any questions. Have a great day.